sister. She wants to hire this man as a butler.
Why not? He might make a very good butler.
I'm sure I'd make a very good butler.
Hey, where do I get my $5?
Bucks? What's he talking about? What's he talking about?
$5?
Oh, I promised him $5.
Well, give him the $5 and the bucks, too, and get him out of here before your sister hires him as a chauffeur. Why did I have to wait till now to find out there's insanity on your father's side of the family? Come along, Cornelia.
I hope, Godfrey, that you're very good at shining shoes.
I think we better drop the whole idea, don't you?
I should say not. You're going to make the best butler we ever had. And here, you'll need some clothes and things, you know.
Oh, well,
What's he talking about? What's he talking about?
$5?
Oh, I promised him $5.
I told Geese to lay out my other coat.
Before your sister hires him as a chauffeur.
You have
Why
a
did I have to
wonderful
wait
sense
till
of
now to
humor.
find out there's insanity
Thank
on your
you.
father's side of the family? Come along,
Well, then,
Cornelia.
I
Good
hope,
night.
Godfrey, that you're very good at shining shoes.
just one question.
What?
I think we better
Where do you live?
drop the whole
Oh,
idea.
1011 I should say Fifth. not. It's You're gonna funny. make the I best never butler thought of we ever that.
No, you
Here,
didn't.
you'll need some clothes
10, 11,
and things,
Fifth.
you know.
Well, good night again.
Good night, Godfrey.
What's he talking about?
$5?
Oh, I promised him $5.
I told Geese to lay out my other coat.
Before your sister hires him as a chauffeur.
You have
Why
a
did I
wonderful
wait
sense
till
of
now to
humor.
find out there's insanity
Thank
on
you.
your father's side of the family? Come along,
Well, then,
I
Good
hope,
night.
Godfrey, that you're very good at shining shoes.
good morning. Just one question.
What?
Where do you live?
I'm the new,
Yes, I know you're the new
It's funny.
butler.
I never thought of that.
How did you know? No, you didn't.
There's one every day at
10,
this
11,
hour.
Fifth.
They're dropping in and out all the
Good
time.
night again.
Good night, Godfrey.
How's that?
Some get fired, some quit.
Is the family that exacting?
No, they're that nutty.
I'm the new,
Yes, I know you're the new butler.
may we be friends?
Oh, I'm friends with all the butlers. One every day at this hour. What's a three-letter seabird with an R in the middle?
How's that?
Some get fired, some
Oh,
quit.
I don't know. Family
You're no
that
help.
exacting?
Hey, where'd you
No,
get the
they're
trick
that
suit?
What's the matter with it?
Well, it might look better if you took the rental tag off the coat.
Oh, thanks. Does the butler have quarters here in the house, or is that necessary?
No, you won't need any quarters. Just hang your hat near the door so you can get it quickly on the way out.
May we be friends?
Oh, I'm friends with all the butlers. The old battle axe usually rings about this time. What's a three-letter seabird with an R in the middle? She's the mother type.
Oh, well, don't you do anything about it?
Mrs. Bullock or the buzzer? You're no help. Not the first time.
Where'd you get
If
the
she has a
trick suit?
hangover, and she usually has, she'll ring again in a minute in no uncertain
might look
terms.
better if you took the
Then,
rental
brother, you
tag
better
off the
grab
coat.
her tomato juice and get going. There she
Thanks.
blows.
Does the butler have quarters here in the house, or is that necessary?
No, you won't need any quarters. Just hang your hat near the door so you
Can I
can get it
take it to
quickly
her?
on the
You
way
might as
out.
well know
May we
the
be
worst.
friends?
Oh, I want to warn you,
about
the old battle axe usually rings about this time.
What's a
Three-letter seabird with an R. She's the
I know how to
mother
take care of
type.
those. Have you any wish to do anything about it?
What are you going to do with the buzzer?
No, I would do
You're
unto
no
others
help.
as
Not
you
the
would
first
have
time.
others do
If
unto
she has a
you.
hangover,
What do you want to do,
usually
scorch her
has, she'll ring
windpipe?
again in a minute in no
Something like the
uncertain
counterfeit
terms.
from the morning.
Then, brother, you better grab her
Oh, I find
tomato
that.
juice
You
and
gotta
get
go this
going.
way. It's quicker.
There she blows.
To the left.
Does the butler have quarters here in the house, or is that necessary?
No, you won't need any quarters. Just hang your hat near.
Just which is
That's
her...
her cage up there, the first door.
Oh, wish me luck.
Happy landing.
What day is it, Molly?
I'm not Molly.
Who isn't?
I'm not.
Stop jumping up and down so I can see who you are.
I'm not jumping.
That's better. What's your name?
Godfrey.
Are you someone I know?
We met last night at the Waldorf Ritz.
Oh, yes. You were at Mrs. Maxton's party at the bar. Or were you?
I'm the forgotten man.
So many people have such bad memories.
That's so true.
Why do they keep playing that same tune over and over again?
Why do they?
Didn't you hear it?
Oh, yes, I do, in a way.
Always the same tune, over and over again.
May I,
May you what? Where are you? What's that?
Pixie remover.
Oh, and you see them, too.
They're old friends.
Yes, but you mustn't step on them. I don't like them. But I don't like to see them stepped on.
Oh, I'll be very careful. I wouldn't hurt them for the world.
What am I supposed to do with this?
Drink it, and they'll go away very quickly. Very, very quickly. Listen. You must never be rough with them. You must always send them away quietly. Is that better?
Yes, you're a great help. Go away, little man, go away. Shh, shh, shh. Oh, you haven't told me who you are.
I'm Godfrey, the forgotten man. I'm the new butler.
Are you that ugly man with the beard?
The same.
Oh, you've changed. I should never have known you.
Thank you.
But you're very comforting. I hope I'll see more of you. Maybe I'd better not drink any more of this. Oh, you might go away, too.
I put your hat and valise at the foot of the stairs. You can go out the front way. It's closer.
I think I won the first round.
You mean you're still working here?
I haven't heard anything to the contrary.
Well, you just got by the cub. Try the lioness.
Oh, which is she?
Her name's Cornelia. She's a sweet-tempered little number.
Oh, yes, I met her last night.
You've got a treat coming. You never met her in the morning. Second door.
Who are you and what are you doing in here? If I want you to bring my breakfast, I'll let you know. Get out! I don't want a hobo serving my breakfast. Don't ever come here again if you know what's good for you.
Afraid I lost the second round.
Hey, Molly, come on over and bring me some breakfast.
Opportunity never stops knocking in this house. Do you want to try again?
Well, how is she in the morning?
She's not as violent, but she's more insidious.
Here goes.
I leave your things right up here so you won't forget them.
Good morning. I brought you breakfast.
Are you the new butler?
Don't you remember last night?
Well, what happened to Godfrey?
I'm Godfrey.
Oh, you look so different. What happened to those nice whiskers? Turn around and let me look at you. You're the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Thank you. Will there be anything else?
Yes, sit down and talk to me. I like to talk in the morning when your head is clear, especially if you've been somewhere the night before.
Now, don't you think it would be better if I talked standing?
No, because if you're uncomfortable, I'll get uncomfortable and forget what I have to say.
You insist. But it doesn't seem very good form for a butler.
Oh, you're more than a butler. You're the first protege I ever had.
Protege?
You know, like Carlo.
Who is Carlo?
He's Mother's protege.
Oh.
You know, it's awfully nice, Carlo, having a sponsor, because then he doesn't have to work and he gets more time for his practicing. But then he never does, and that makes a difference.
Yes, I imagine
Do you
it would.
play anything, Godfrey? Oh, I don't mean games and things like that. I mean the piano and things like that.
Well,
Oh, it doesn't really make any difference. I just thought I'd ask. It's funny how some things make you think of other things.
It's very peculiar.
It makes me feel so mature and grown up.
What does?
Having a protege. You're the first one I ever had.
You've never had any others?
No, you're the first one, and it's terribly thrilling. Not only does it occupy my mind, but I think it's character building, too.
Just what does a protege have to do?
Well, you just go on butling, and I sponsor you, don't you see?
It's getting clearer.
It's really not much work. It gives you something to think of, and it's going to be such fun.
I'm sure it's going to be heaps of fun.
You see, for instance, if Cornelia got a meeting or anything, you wouldn't have to do anything about it. You see, I take care of everything. You see, I'm your sponsor, and I just take a sock at her.
I hope that'll never be necessary.
Oh, I just wanted to give you the idea.
Well, that's fine, but you see, a protege has certain responsibilities also. For instance, if someone should ring for me now and I didn't answer, that would reflect upon you because you're my sponsor. Don't you see?
Yes, I suppose it would. I never thought of that. You don't know how nice it is having some intelligent person to talk to.
It's been very enlightening to me, too.
Oh, I just thought of something else. Do you know what you are?
I'm not quite sure.
You're my responsibility.
That's very nice.
See you in church.
Good morning. Fine morning, sir.
Yes, it is a fine morning. Don't be in a hurry. You see, I'm the old-fashioned type, and I was also middleweight champion when I was in college. I thought you might like to know that before this thing starts.
Well, you see, sir, I'm the new butler. I just served Miss Irene her breakfast.
You always took a change of wardrobe when you served breakfast?
Oh, well, I think this young lady can explain.
He really is the new butler, Mr. Bullock. I can't imagine how his things got in the hallway.
Well, I still don't get it, but if you are the new butler, why didn't you say so?
I'm very sorry, sir. May I?
There's a man at the door to see you. I think it's another process server.
Another one?
Yes, sir.
Well, here I am again, Mr. Bullock, with another little present for
Yes,
you.
I've heard all that before. Which one of the family is it this time?
Miss Cornelia. It seems she's feeling pretty gay last night, and on her way home, she busted up a few windows along Fifth Avenue. You know, I'm sorry to give you that, but girls will be girls.
Goodbye. Life in this family is one subpoena after another.
Mr. Bullock, there's a hansom cab driver waiting to see you in the kitchen.
What's he want?
He wants $50 and his horse.
What horse?
The one Miss Irene rode up the front steps last night.
Where is his horse? I haven't got it.
It's in the library where Miss Irene left it. Well, do you begin to get the idea?
Come here, my man. Do you like your place here? I mean, so far as you've gone?
I find it very entertaining.
Yes, we are a very entertaining family. You really think you're going to like it here?
Well, I must admit it's more desirable than living in a packing case on a city dump.
Oh, that's where I met you, isn't it?
Yes, miss.
Oh, yes. Yes, I remember now. We were playing some sort of a game. A scavenger hunt, I think they called it. We needed a forgotten man. I asked you to go to the Waldorf Ritz Hotel with me, and I'm a little bit hazy as to just what happened after that.
I pushed you into an ash pile.
Oh, yes, of course you did. It was very amusing. They were nice, clean ashes.
I'm very sorry, miss.
Oh, I didn't mind at all. It was very amusing. Have you a handkerchief? There's a spot on my shoe. Would you see what you can do about it? I could have you fired, you know, but I like to see things wriggle. When I get through with you, you'll go back to your packing case on the city dump and relish it. People don't make a practice of pushing Cornelia Bullock into ash piles. I'll make your life so
Hello, Godfrey.
Good evening, Miss Irene.
Oh, I like your new monkey suit.
Thank you for picking it up.
You know, it fits very well for a hand-me-down.
Yes, I'm more or less standard, miss.
How do you like my new pajamas?
I think they're very nice. Thank you.
I heard what you said to Godfrey.
So what?
So what? You leave him alone.
So who's going to make me leave him alone?
If you don't, you'll get a good sock from me.
Oh, the physical type.
What I say goes.
Since when did you start falling in love with butlers?
I'm not in love with him. He's my protege.
Oh, your protege. That's why you're picking out his suits for him. Suppose Father hears about this. How long do you think Godfrey will last?
Father isn't going to hear about it.
You seem terribly sure of everything.
If Father hears about Godfrey, he's also going to hear about you and that sappy college boy.
I don't know what you're talking about. But if Father does hear about it, I'm likely to do a little socking myself. So Little Red Riding Hood didn't have enough feminine charm to trap a wolf her own age, so she falls in love with the butler and lives happily ever after on an ash pile, if you know what I mean.
I know what you mean, if you know what I mean.
May I come in?
You're in, aren't you?
Very interesting book. The Greeks of the Middle Ages.
Oh, Irene would like that. You love the Middle Ages, don't you, dear?
I would like to get began. Get the cat walking, play bowling, not going to do some little black icons and whiskers.
Moja dragaya.
Oh, Carlo. Who's giving the concert tonight?
The great Kalalinsky.
Oh, he's a pianist, isn't he?
No, cellist.
Well, what difference does it make? It's all music, isn't it? Oh, it's so nice to see you two girls having a pleasant chat. Or is it a pleasant chat?
Well, well, well. Imagine the Bullocks gathered together all in one room.
Oh, well, don't forget Carlo.
I'm not going to forget Carlo.
Don't bother about me. I feel like one of the family.
Don't you go away. You don't mind if I discuss a few family matters, do you, Carlo, old boy?
No, not at all.
Oh, Alexander, now you're not going to bring up those sordid business matters again, I hope.
I've just been going over last month's bills, and I find that you people have confused me with the Treasury Department.
Oh, don't start that again, Dad.
I don't mind giving the government 60% of what I make, but I can't do it when my family spends 50%.
Well, why should the government get more money than your own family?
That's what I want to know. Why should the government get more than your own flesh and blood?
Well, that's just the way they have of doing things.
Ah, money, money, money. The Frankenstein monster that destroys souls.
Please don't say anything more about it. You're upsetting Carlo.
We've got to come to an understanding right now. Either Carlo is or I am.
Am what?
Well, one of us has got to, and that's all there is to it.
Alexander, you're inebriated. You don't know what you're talking about.
Well, who would know what they're talking about living with a bunch like this? There's one thing I do know. What this family needs is discipline. I've been a pretty patient man, but when people start riding horses up their front steps and parking them in the library, that's going a little bit too far.
Horses?
Are you insinuating that I rode a horse up the front steps last night?
Maybe that wasn't a horse I saw in the library this morning.
Well, I'm positive I didn't ride a horse into the library because I didn't have my riding costume on.
It was Irene who rode the horse up the front steps.
What horse?
Don't play innocent. I begged you not to do it.
I didn't ride a horse, but if I did ride a horse, who broke those windows on Fifth Avenue?
What window?
You know what windows, and how about that college sap? Yeah.
Well, I don't care who broke the horse or rode the windows up the steps or yard. But this family's got to settle down.
Oh.
Will you stop bellowing? Look what you're doing to Carlo.
Hang Carlo.
Oh!
You've exhausted my patience.
Did you make these, Godfrey?
It's got to
I helped.
Oh, they must be wonderful. I'd like to help sometime if you'll let me.
I feel honored.
You might as well face the situation. I've lost a lot of money lately.
You have?
Yes, I have.
Well, maybe you left it in your other suit.
Well, if things keep on like they're going now, it won't be long till I won't have another suit.
Which ones are poisoned? Thank you. While we're on the subject, how about this business of certain people picking up anybody they find on the city dump and dragging them into the house? For all we know, we might all be stabbed in the back some night and robbed.
Who's going to stab who?
We don't know a thing about certain people. Someone should speak to Irene about her habit of picking up strays.
What's a stray?
You shut up.
Me?
No, Cornelia.
I will not shut up.